All right, so thanks for joining me once again, and in this video I'm quickly going to be walking us through how we can trade safely on the CoinW exchange. So in this video I'm also going to be walking us through isolated trading and the cross trading. So I believe most people don't know the difference between isolated trading and cross trading. All right, so when we talk about isolated trading, so this means any amount you are using to enter a trade, or take for example you are trading with $100 capital, and whenever you want to enter a trade, when you enter the trade with like 20% of your capital, which is going to be like $20 of your capital, the $20 that you use to enter the trade is going to be isolated. So whenever anything happens or the market goes against you, the money you're going to be losing is just the $20, or from the $20 you used to enter the trade. So the $20 is isolated from the rest of your capital. But when we talk about cross, now cross means that you're going to be using the strength of all of your capital. So you're going to be using the strength of the whole $100 you are using to trading, compared to when you are using 20% of your capital when you are trading with isolated. When you are using isolated, you'll be closer to liquidation price, whereas when you are using cross, you will be far away, or you might not even have any liquidation if you are using like 1% or 3% of your capital to trade any market or trade any signal on the CoinW app. So I'm going to be walking us through. I'm going to show us how the cross trade looks like, then also show us how the isolated trade looks like. So the first one we're going to be doing is the isolated. All right, so looking at the settings here, we have isolated 30x, we have a market order. All right, so let me quickly buy, let me just long BTC. So I'm going to be using just $1 or 1% of my trading capital. Then I'm going to come over here, then I'm going to click on buy. All right, so I just entered the trade. So if you look closer now, you see that my liquidation price is 16,537. So if you look at the current market price, the current market price is 17,048. all right, so using isolated 30x, my liquidation price is 16,537. all right, so let me quickly close this. All right, so let me close this, then change the liquidation, then change the isolated price. All right, so I'm going to change the isolated x to 10x leverage, then see what the liquidation price is going to look like. All right, so I've just confirmed this. All right, so this is 12x. Let me change it back to 10. All right, so this is 10. all right, so I'm going to enter the trade again. Then I want you to take note of the liquidation price. All right, so I'm going to enter again with $1 US here. So after that, I'm going to long the market. All right, so I've just longed the market. So if you look at the liquidation price again, I think we have 15,397, and I think and the previous one was 16,000. all right, so this is the difference. All right, so if you are going to be using isolated, I would suggest you use low leverage between 10 to 15. That is safe enough compared to you using isolated 30x leverage and 50x leverage. All right, so the next thing we're going to be doing now is go through the cross trade, then see what it's going to look like also. All right, so let me quickly close this, then show you how to do that. All right, so I've just closed the market. All right, so I'm going to change the isolated to cross, then I'm going to make it merge, then I'm going to increase this to 100x. all right, so this is 100x leverage. All right, so this is 100x, so I'm going to confirm this. All right, so I've just confirmed this now. All right, so I'm going to enter the market, okay, with just 1% of my trading capital, or just $1. all right, so this is $1, so I'm going to long the market now. All right, so as you can see now, the liquidation price here is 0. all right, so there is no liquidation price, but the only difference is that the profit I'm going to be making with this is going to be quite lower compared to when I'm using isolated x. That's just the difference. All right, so let me click on take profit. So let's change the take profit to 17,800. All right, so if the market price is 17,800, so this is going to be like over 400%, and what I'm going to be making on this is just $0.7, and this is because my trading capital is just barely $40. All right, so you have to put the trading capital into consideration, and also know that when you're using cross and using 1% of your trading capital, the profit is going to be low. All right, so this is just how you can do it. So a good rule of thumb is that when you have $100 trading capital, 1% of your capital is what you're going to be using to enter the trade. 1 to 3% of your capital is what you're going to be using to enter the trade. So if you have $100 capital, when you're using cross and 100x, your trading capital should be around 1, 2, or 3. All right, so this is basically what you should know about the market when you are trading isolated or cross x. All right, so that's all about it. If you have any question about this video, please just drop them in the comment section, and if you are yet to subscribe to the YouTube channel, please subscribe so you can get more videos like this. All right, so thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.